The Golden Cucumber. Once upon a time, in a small village, lived a middle-aged widow called Mother Srini. Ever since her husband died a few years ago, she lives alone because this couple never has any children. However, her husband's death does not make Mother Srini's dream of having a child went away. She prays all day long so that God gave her a miracle in the form of a child. One night, Mother Srini dreamt. In her dream, a giant creature came and told her to go to the forest where she usually collects wood fire from. Under a big tree, she will find a package. Might God really answer my prayers? Asked Mother Srini to herself once she had woken up from her dream. With feelings of doubt mixed with hope, Mother Srini hurried to the tree that was shown in her dream. It was true. Under one of the big trees there was a package. But Mother Srini, who hoped that the package contained a baby, became disappointed. The package only contained one cucumber. Ha ha ha! A laughing sound broke the forest's tranquility. Hearing that booming laughter, Mother Srini flinched in startle and turned around towards the sound. How shocked she was once she saw the figure of the giant who appeared in her dream now stood right in front of her eyes. "Forgive me, Lord Giant, don't eat me, I still want to live," begged Mother Srini, whose face was pale with extreme fear. "Do not be afraid, old woman, I will not eat you. You are already too old, your meat is soft and doesn't taste good. I am here to give you something. Didn't you have a wish to have a child?" asked the giant. That's correct, Lord Giant," answered Mother Srini nervously. "Then plant that cucumber seed immediately. In the future, you will acquire a daughter. But remember, you have to give that child to me once you reach 17 of age. I will make that child into my meal," said the giant. Because of how big her desire to have a child was, Mother Srini spontaneously answered, "All right, giant, I shall give that child to you." Once Mother Srini expressed her willingness, the giant vanished. Mother Srini then immediately planted that cucumber seed in her field. With high hope, she tended to the plant well every day, and then 2 months later, that plant started to bear fruits. However, oddly, that cucumber plant only bare one fruit. Day by day, the cucumber fruit grew bigger and bigger, surpassing the common cucumber. The color was also very different, not green, but golden yellow. Once that cucumber became ripe, Mother Srini harvested it and brought it home to her hut using great effort. How heavy this cucumber was! And once Mother Srini split open the cucumber, she got very surprised. From inside that cucumber, a very beautiful female baby came out. The baby's cry made Mother Srini very happy. At last, she received the baby she dreamed of all this time. Mother Srini then named that baby Timun Mas. "Chup chup chup, don't cry, my dear child, Timun Mas." Mother Srini proceeded to raise and nurture Timun Mas lovingly. Timun Mas grew into a young girl who was not only beautiful, but also clever and well-mannered. Mother Srini's life with Timun Mas made her heart extremely happy, even making Mother Srini forget her promise to the giant. Until one night, Mother Srini was once again visited by the giant in her dream. The giant then told her that he will take Timun Mas away in 1 week time. For a week, Mother Srini contemplated her fate. She has to be separated from her daughter whom she loved dearly. The evil giant would even make Timun Mas his meal. Timun Mas, who saw her mother's condition, wondered to herself. Until one afternoon, Timun Mas stilled herself to confront her mother. "Mom, why does Mom look so sad lately?" asked Timun Mas. At the beginning, Mother Srini only fell silent and refused to answer her daughter's question. However, Timun Mas kept pursuing her mother, and eventually Mother Srini confessed. "Forgive Mom, Timun Mas. Actually, you are not my biological child." Mother Srini then told everything that happened, starting from 17 years ago until her dream a week ago, and that a giant would come to make Timun Mas his meal. Hearing that story, Timun Mas was shocked. Timun doesn't want to follow that giant. Timun very much loves Mom, who has nurtured and raised Timun, said Timun Mas. Hearing Timun Mas' words, Mother Srini racked her brain once again, looking for a way so that her daughter can be saved from being that giant's meal. In order to deceive the giant, various tricks were done by that mother and daughter pair. "Hey old women, where is that child? I will take her now," said the giant. "She is bathing in the river, Lord Giant. Her body is very smelly. You surely won't find her good to eat," said Mother Srini. "Alright, I will come back again in 1 week. Make sure when I got here she is ready to be taken to the forest," replied the giant. "Of course, sir, I shall not disappoint you," promised Mother Srini. 1 week later. "Hey old women, I have come to collect your promise. Hurry up and hand over your daughter," shouted the giant. "I apologize, Lord Giant. Timun Mas is currently selling firewood to the village. If you just came earlier, you will surely meet her," said Mother Srini. Half angry, the giant shouted, "Alright, I give you another week." After 1 week, "Hey old women, where is your daughter whom you have promised to me?" shouted the giant. "This is the 3rd time I've come here, but I've never seen even one strand of that child's hair." "Pardon me, Lord Giant, that child is seriously ill. If you eat her now, of course her meat won't taste good. What if in another 3 days you come here again? I will cure her illness first," persuaded Mother Srini. "Alright, let it be so. However, you have to swear to hand over that child to me. This is your last chance. If you don't hand over your daughter to me, I will destroy your house and also this village," threatened the giant. After Mother Srini promised, the giant vanished. Mother Srini once again became distraught in looking for another way. After thinking hard, she finally found a way she thought could save her daughter from being that giant's meal. She will ask the help of a sage who lives in the mountain. "My daughter, early tomorrow morning, Mom will go to the mountain to see a sage. He is a friend of Mom's late husband. He might be able to help us stop the giant's evil plan," said Mother Srini. "That's right, Mom. We have to exterminate the giant. Timun doesn't want to be his meal," said Timun Mas. Very early the next morning, Mother Srini went to the mountain. After arriving there, she went to meet the sage and told him the purpose of her visit straight away. "I'm sorry, Lord Sage. I have come here in hope of asking for your help," said Mother Srini. "How can I help you, Mother Srini?" asked the sage. Mother Srini then explained the problems that has befallen her daughter. Hearing Mother Srini's story, that sage agreed to help. "Alright, wait here for a moment," said the sage as he walked into his secret lair. Not long after, the sage reappeared with 4 small pouches, which he then gave to Mother Srini. "Give these pouches to your daughter. These 4 pouches each has cucumber seeds, needles, salt, and shrimp paste. If the giant chases after her, tell your daughter to spread the content of these pouches," explained the sage. After thanking that sage, Mother Srini went home carrying those 4 pouches and handed them over to Timun Mas, whilst conveying the explanation given by the sage. Now, Mother Srini's heart started to calm down, because her daughter already has weapons to fight the giant. 2 days later, the giant came again. He can no longer wait to take and eat Timun Mas' meat. "Hey old women, this time you have to fulfill your promise. If not, you will also be my meal," threatened the giant. Mother Srini no longer feared this threat. Calmly, she called Timun Mas to come out from the hut. Not long after, Timun Mas came out and stood beside her mother. "Don't be afraid, my child. If that giant is about to catch you, run at once and follow the instructions I've told you," ordered Mother Srini. "Yes, Mom," replied Timun Mas. Seeing Timun Mas, who has matured, the giant felt even more impatient to instantly eat her. When he was about to catch her, Timun Mas took off running as fast as she could. The giant then chased after her. A game of cat and mouse happened between the giant and Timun Mas. After running for a long time, Timun Mas started to feel tired, whilst the giant kept coming even closer. Finally, she took out the pouches which were given to her. First, Timun Mas spread the cucumber seed. How miraculous! The forest around her changed into cucumber field. In a flash, the cucumber vines grabbed and coiled all around the giant's body. However, the giant successfully escaped by eating those cucumbers. Even though his stomach was so full, the giant started to chase after Timun Mas once again. Timun Mas then hurriedly threw the second pouch that contained needles. In a flash, those needles changed into a high bamboo forest with sharp ends. However, the giant was able to pass through and kept chasing after Timun Mas, even though his feet were bloody from those bamboos. Noticing that her efforts were not yet successful, Timun Mas opened the third pouch that contained salt and then spread it. Instantaneously, the forest she just passed changed into a wide and deep sea, but the giant still succeeded in swimming to cross it. Even though he is exhausted, the giant kept on chasing after Timun Mas. Timun Mas started to feel anxious, for merely one of her weapons was left. If this weapon failed to incapacitate the giant, then her life was forfeit. Full of conviction, she threw the last pouch, which contained shrimp paste. In that moment, the places where the shrimp paste landed on changed into a sea of volcanic quicksand. Because of that, the giant, who was already full of wounds and exhausted, got sucked in and died instantly. Timun Mas was at last safe from being chased by the giant. With all her strength, Timun Mas walked back home to meet her mother. Seeing her daughter survive, Mother Srini gave thanks to God the Almighty. From then on, Mother Srini and Timun Mas lived together happily and peacefully.